Hi, my name is Liv. I am an abstract intuitive painter, and this is my most recently completed work called On the Horizon. This painting was started a few months ago. I kind of had a flash of color that reminded me a lot of Expanding, which was this painting I made on my 22nd birthday, kind of thinking about how far I'd come and how excited I was to go further and how I felt like I was expanding into so many different parts of my life. And this painting is almost a continuum or a conversation with that piece. The color palette actually turned out pretty differently in the end, and then I left it and it sat for a couple months, and then finally I came back to it this past week, and it started to evolve and kind of get it was combining kind of my like portals and kind of sunsets where it's like very one movement based, but then also combining some squiggles into it, so giving it a little bit more movement. You go from these cool blues and like warmer purples into the red and oranges and yellows, and it's just so beautiful. And there's a lot of detail with the fan brush. There were a bunch of layers, kind of this dripping sun, which I think might expand into a further series. And it also felt like a conversation with like some of my earliest work. A couple weeks ago I went through my Snapchat memories and I found one of the first paintings I made when I really decided what painting was the thing. It was at the summer camp, and it was this palette knife piece, and a lot of my palette knife pieces had a lot of these colors, and it had, like a sunset over water. It does feel really connected to that. So it's called On the Horizon. It's about all the things on my path that I can't even envision yet, and how so many good things are on the horizon. You just got to keep going. And this piece is just so warm and beautiful and just brings such a light. I just love it so much. And it is available at livetiart.com.